Okay, now we're going to press on the front gas port. A good thing to remember is all the small accessories that you have to put on as you press pieces on. The lower handguard retainer has to go on between these two parts, or you'll be pressing them back off. This is a Romanian RPK, and before you put on the bipod and the front sight, you need to put on that little cleaning rod retainer. Just a little accessory, but make sure you remember to put this on there. And also, what I like to do with these components is put it a little bit on the barrel, a little bit on the journal, and then knock it back and forth just a little bit and make sure it's straight with all my other parts. Okay, now the spacing here really is determined by the length of your gas tube. Okay, now you have to find a balance between it being able to fit in there and it being tight. Another thing to keep in mind is the fact that this lever will make it tighter, and also that this actually fits in the groove. If it's sitting like this, it's not in the groove. It'll be deceiving, but there's a groove. This lip fits in the groove of this block. So see, it goes in and then down like that. So you want to make sure that you're in that groove. You also want to make sure that you have it loose enough to where you can actually get it out. Now what you can do is make it a little tight and then file off your gas tube, which is actually what the factories do, you can tell, to fit it. But sometimes you'll get some rattling from this that you can't really get out without adding material here, because the lip was ground down too much for this groove. And then if you try to make it any tighter, it won't fit. So that can be a fitting issue. Now you see, we don't have any wiggle in our gas tube. Alright? But like I was telling you about earlier, this right here is too tight. You can see what determines the fit here is not the same piece that determines the fit up here. I'd rather have my gas tube be tight in the groove down here, just have to file a little bit more off the gas tube to make it loose enough to get out. So that way your gas tube will sit in the gun tight, but you don't want to have to make it so tight it's hard to get on and off.